Western medicine, put them together, give it to the patient. No. You need to know the words, the incantation words.
The voodoo priest uses the blessed animal skull to remove the sickness from the woman.
By using the skull, you're doing a bit of sympathetic magic to draw out the head pain into the head of an animal. It's really transfer of energy.
The final step in the healing process is to make sure the illness doesn't return. The priest offers the spirit gunpowder to help fight off future attacks by the illness.
Now the gunpowder they're talking about, because I'm having to clip this a little bit, is in fact your soul. It's something that's deep within all of us. I've studied this for a long time. I've spent 9 times in Exeter prison, 1 up at Auvergne, 1 in Bristol, and 1 down in Newton Abbot. Would live in a place like that, to be honest. Nobody I would have thought. So what I did in the meantime, whilst I wrote a few rhymes, and one of them which I think you might have heard of already. And the good thing about me is I'm never in a hurry, you know. But this is kind of funky, and you might like it. I made this up, well, now. Dark chambers coming from a manger. Dark. Dark chambers coming from a manger. Eating curry. Hey, not in a hurry. Yo. That's the beauty of it, apart from when they put this stupid Deutsch Audi adverts on. I was right in the middle of something with my cousin. Nail, snail, snail, nail. Tip-toeing. Really messed up video this is. Right, anyway, so let's just get back to what I was originally trying to do, which was, wow.
The power to heal. Some believe voodoo can be used to hurt, or even to kill. Next, in Haiti, a voodoo curse is believed to be responsible for killing 200 people. Haiti. 90% of the Caribbean nation practices voodoo. On September 11, 1997, a brand new Haitian 200 people died. Investigators determined the was overcrowded and its escape doors were locked. People on board gathered on one side of the vessel, causing it to capsize. But angry crowds were certain a rival ferry owner placed a curse on the sunken ferry.
In Haiti, nothing happens by chance or by luck. The notion of luck just doesn't exist. Things occur because there is a cause, there is a reason. And usually the cause is witchcraft or sorcery.
As revenge, angry mobs torched the rival owner's property and his ferry. The story of how Haiti came to believe so strongly in voodoo is rooted in one of mankind's most evil practices, slavery. Between the mid-1600s and mid-1800s, nearly 12 million slaves left these West African shores. They took nothing with them but what they carried in their heads and in their hearts. Their voodoo religion.
When you have lost your identity, everything has been taken away from you. the only way you can survive is to refer to your religion.
Many West African slaves endured a 3-month voyage to a Caribbean island called Saint Domingue, a French colony that later would become Haiti. Upon arrival in Haiti in the 1700s, slaves from different tribes were intermixed to ensure they didn't speak the same language. Even so, the slaves had 2 things in common: their French oppressors and voodoo.
The French feared the coming together of Africans because they didn't know exactly what was being planned.
Fearing the power of voodoo, the French tried to force it out of the slaves' hearts and minds.
And what the Catholic missionaries had thought was to just simply get rid of the African tradition and replace it by Roman Catholicism, but that didn't happen.
The slaves found ways to secretly practice voodoo during Catholic ceremonies. In their minds, they transformed Catholic saints into voodoo spirits. In voodoo, the spirit of wisdom, Dambala, is represented by a snake. The slaves saw Dambala whenever their oppressors invoked St. Patrick.
St. Patrick chases the snakes out of Ireland, and Dambala is also associated with the snake. So on the basis of similarity between St. Patrick in Ireland and the snakes and Dambala, St. Patrick becomes Dambala.
In the mid-1700s, there were 500,000 slaves on the island and just 32,000 French colonists. The French were unable to prevent the mass escape of slaves.
A lot of them just simply took to the hills. They ran off from the plantation and established communities in the interior of the island where there were a lot of mountains, and a lot of the Europeans would not venture in those areas.
High in the mountains, runaway slaves openly practiced voodoo and plotted rebellion. In 1751, legend has it that one of the rebel leaders was a voodoo priest named Francois Macondo. As a voodoo priest, Macondo was schooled in the art of herbal medicine. He could use voodoo to heal and to kill.
People who are voodooists, many of them, know a great deal about the environment and about the leaves and plants, about the foliage, and they could pretty well poison anything.
Macondo's insurgency began silently with the help of plantation slaves and servants. The bond of their voodoo beliefs helped seal the secrecy of the mission.
He inspired cooks who worked in the homes of the planters to poison the planters, and a lot of planters who were very much afraid of people who cooked for them.
The voodoo priest Macondo also poisoned water supplies, sowing fear and terror among plantation owners.
Putting poison with the rise of Isaac Rand Klein, Blondine, the rain, the voodoo magic from Haiti, rock the ring, starting wreck like a rain drink, trying to drain this war Lexon. Da 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 dun 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 da 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 da.
Voodoo escape. As Macondo caught fire, slaves saw him magically transform into a bird and fly away.
That's Super and SHAR saying peace. That's called Fly Away, and that's a voodoo classic from the IBP. Peace. Simon Frank, obviously. Phil Turner, Truck Turner, don't I? And it just goes to show, right? If you accidentally spill a jug of coin, done it half look like Orion's belt. Whoa, drop coins on the floor like this. Mardi RACIN, peace.